Shubhamangalam. This is Hemalata at Little Scholar High School taking up class 4 science. Our first lesson is human body. Food we eat. Why do we need food, children? We need food for the survival, to live, to do many activities, and there are various organs in our body which has to function properly. So to do all the functionings of the organs, to live a healthy life, we need food. And to do all the daily activities on our day to day basis, we need energy. So from where we are getting this energy? We are getting this energy from the food what we take. So food is required for the healthy growth of the body and to stay disease free and to do our function day to day functions very easily. Okay, now the food what we take is contains some nutrition. It is food what we take should be a nutritional food. So what is nutrition? The process of obtaining food that is required for the healthy growth and body of a living organism. What is nutrition? I'm repeating it again. The process of obtaining food that is required for the health and growth of the living organism is called as nutrition. So whatever the food we consume, it should be a highly nutritional content. Okay, and this food what we take, that nothing but the nutrition what we take, it contains many nutrients in it. It contains many nutrients in it. And what are nutrients? Nutrients are the substances present in the food. What are nutrients? Nutrients are the substances. These are some chemical forms. Nutrients are nothing but some chemical substances which are found in the food, and we call these substances as nutrients. So once again, a small review of it. To carry out all the functions properly, to live a healthy life, we need food. And this food is nothing but it should be a nutritional food, and this food contains lot of nutrients, and nutrients are nothing but the substances present in the food, and these nutrients are divided into many. First one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is one of the important nutrient. Carbohydrates is one of the important nutrient. Carbohydrates is one of the nutrient which is present in almost all the food items what we take. And these carbohydrates are also called as, they are also termed as energy giving food. Carbohydrates are also termed as energy giving food. Especially these carbohydrates are required by the growing children, it is required mostly by the young children, and it is also required by the people who do lot of physical work, like we have sports people, athletes and laborers who need to do lot of physical activity. People who have to do lot of physical activity, they need carbohydrates in much larger quantities. Okay, and these carbohydrates are further grouped into starch and sugar. Starch and sugar. And where do we find starch? Examples are bread, rice, wheat and potatoes. So where do we find starch? In bread, rice, wheat and potatoes. And where do we find sugar? What are the examples of the food items which give us sugar are sweet, fruits and chocolates. Okay children, so this is regarding the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the nutrients. They are also called as energy giving food, and they are mostly required by the growing children and laborers or the sportsmen who do lot of physical work. Now next nutrient we are going to talk about is fats. The next nutrient is fats. Fats in reality, they give lot of energy compared to the carbohydrates. Fats are the one which give lot of energy compared to carbohydrates, and fats are the one which provide good energy. And we should, but still we should consume fat in very little quantities, which should not be exceeding our body consumption. It should not exceed the limits. If we are taking lot of fats, it gets stored in our body. It gets stored in our body, and that stored fat can be used in later time. Okay. Now, from where do we get fat? What are the examples of the food items from where we obtain the fats? They are oil, butter, ghee and cheese. Okay. Once again about fats. Fats are the energy providers. They should not be consumed more. If it is consumed in more, it will get stored in our body, and it is utilized or it is used in the later time period. And it is examples of fat are oil, butter, ghee and cheese. And one more important point regarding fats is it maintains the body temperature. That means it gives the warmthness. It gives the warmth to our body. This is about fat, children. Now next we will move on to the next nutrient is proteins. The next nutrient is proteins, and proteins are termed as body building food. Proteins are termed as body building food. Now why we are calling proteins as body building food? They are one of the important nutrients which makes a person to grow healthy. See, as we are we are moving from 1 year to next year. That means as our age is increasing, our body also need to grow as per our age. It should be like in good ratio. As per our age, our body size and shape also should be equal. So the protein helps in building up of the body. Hence, they are called as body building food. And one more importance of the proteins are they repair of worn out cells by making new cells. One more importance of proteins are they repair of worn out cells by making new cells. Now what do you understand by this? For example, accidentally we may get hurt on our body. So our skins open up. The cells which are present will get damaged. But what happens again after few days? Our skin becomes normal, isn't it, children? Why this is happening? This is happening because the new cells are again generating in our body. There is a growth of new cells in the body. Hence, that wound will disappear after some days. And this is happening because of the good amount of proteins what we are taking. Hence, we are saying that proteins help in the repair of the worn out cells by making new cells. And examples of proteins are fish, eggs, beans, pulses, cheese, milk, etc. So these are the food items from where we obtain proteins. One of the important nutrient again we have to discuss here are vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals. Okay, children. Now when we talk about these vitamins and minerals, then we call them as protective food. We call them as protective food. Now why we are calling them as such? Yes, the reason is we are uh, like we are living in an environment wherein we come in contact with various kind of germs or smoke or some in air also which is surrounded by us. It may carry some bacteria or viruses in it which we cannot see with our eyes. But what happens, it may enter our body and we may fall sick. Okay, but when our body is having good amount of vitamins and minerals, it protects us from various kinds of diseases. That means we will not fall ill or we will not fall sick because of the vitamins and minerals which are present in our body. Hence, vitamins and minerals are called as protective food. Understood, children? Now, but always remember that all these vitamins and minerals have to be consumed daily. It should be part of our food daily, but in very small ratios. It should be consumed every day along with our food, but in very small ratios. Otherwise, if excess is there, it may lead to some other problem. If excess of vitamins are there, it may lead to some other problems again. Now, Vitamins are again grouped into different children. Different groups of vitamins are present. Like for example, we have vitamin A, B, C, D, E and K. We have different kinds of vitamins like A, B, C, D, E and K. Now all these vitamins which we have listed here have a very important role in our body. Every vitamin will help in our body. Every body part is require these vitamins, and it is essential for our body. And where do we find these vitamins? We find these vitamins in fruits, vegetables, fish, milk and egg. As you move to your higher classes, you will learn more in detail about vitamins and all, but right now you remember that vitamins should be consumed in very small portion, and they are very important to our body. And different kinds of vitamins are A, B, C, D, E and K. Fine children. Now when we talk about minerals, minerals are also should be part of our food, and these minerals are of again different types like calcium, iron, sodium and potassium. So what are the different minerals we have? Calcium, iron, sodium and potassium. Now what is the importance of calcium in our body? Calcium, where do we find this calcium deposit? It is there for in our bones, in our teeth. Yes or no children? If we take good amount of calcium, our bones and teeth will be very strong. Otherwise they have the ability to break easily. Okay, so we need good amount of calcium, and from we obtain calcium or we get calcium from food items like milk and milk products. You know milk, yes, which you drink every day. Milk products means what children? Nothing but this curd, butter, your paneer and all these are milk products. So these are the examples of calcium. Now when we come to iron is also very important for our body. Why? Because iron helps in the formation of the blood. You know that our blood is present in our body. It is a liquid which flows throughout the body, and if we have less blood, again we will fall sick. Okay, so to have good amount of blood in our body, iron is one of the mineral which helps in the formation of new blood. Okay, and from where do we get this iron? We get iron from mostly from the leafy vegetables. Fresh leafy vegetables are sources of iron. Okay, now we will move on to sodium. Sodium is also one of the mineral, as we said earlier. And where do we get this sodium from? What is the source of sodium? It is from the table salt what we eat. And what is the importance of sodium in our body? The sodium will helps in the functioning of the nerves and muscles in our body. See, we have lot of muscles in our body, nerves in our body. Yes or no? So the sodium will help in the good functioning of the nerves and muscles in our body. Then the last one is potassium. And what is the source of potassium? From where we get the potassium from? We get it mostly from the bananas. You know that banana is a fruit, and you are almost you will consume it on a daily basis. And what is the importance of potassium then? Potassium also helps in the functioning of the nerve cells, and it also maintains the cells. We have, our body is made up of cells children. So all the cells which are present in our body, they are in good condition because of the potassium. So all these are the importance of the vitamins and minerals. Just a quick review of the topic. We need food to grow healthy, to stay healthy and to live healthy. Okay, now from where do we get energy? From the food. And the food what we take should contain good amount. It should be a good nutritional food. Then what is nutrition? It is the process of obtaining food that is required for the healthy growth of living organisms. And this food contains different nutrients, nothing but substances. And what are the nutrients? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. And again in carbohydrates we have seen starch and sugar. Carbohydrates are called as energy giving food. Fats are the main sources of providing energy. Proteins are called as body building food items because they help in the growth and repair of the cells. And vitamins and minerals are also very important. If vitamins and minerals are not consumed properly, we may fall sick. We will get different kinds of disease. Hence, we term them as protective food. So, our class for today will stop here. We'll move on to the next topic in our next class. Thank you.